What is up, everybody? It's Steven GetMoneyMyrick here, and I am back for another Idle Heroes video! That's right, everybody. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I was able to clear Dark Seal Land number 26. I'm going to be breaking it down for you exactly what I did. You know, I'm just having fun right now. I'm just enjoying this game. I'm enjoying life, and it felt like a good time to make another Idle Heroes video. I doubt I'll make another one anytime soon. I just felt like I had something to say because I actually cleared some content. I've been taking it easy, and we're going to go over Dark Seal Land 26. I will preface all this by saying I didn't record any match footage whatsoever of this at all. I'm just going to be talking about what I've got, what I used, and how I was able to clear it. So if that's not interesting to you, there is another YouTube video I'll be linking in the description of this video. Make sure to give it some love. It's a video that I watched in order to learn what the fights look like, and that way you can see the fights if you want to look at them. But if you want to come hang out with me, that's why you're at this channel, and we're going to be talking about how I cleared Seal Land 26 in Dark. You know, when I started making guides, it was a lot easier. It used to be like, oh, what stone are you using? What's your guild tech, man? Like, these were the important things. And now it's just become crazy the way this game has evolved with the Awakening, with the imprint system, with the housekeepers and tenants and all that stuff. It's just nuts. So I'm not really going to be talking about exactly what I did. I'll show you what resources I have, and I'll give you attack ranges. But a lot of these clears now are going to be watching, is your hero dying too soon, or are they doing enough damage? If they make it all the way to round 15 and your Aspen is still alive, but they're not dead, you need more damage, right? It's just kind of balancing that. So I would say I had about 1.85 million attack on my Aspen when I actually cleared 26, and I would say I had about 10 million HP. So when I was doing 26.1 through 26.3, it was about that 1.85 million. Here, this is the closest you're going to get to any match footage. So this is my 26.4 clear. You can see I had 13 million HP and 15.5 million attack, and that was enough to clear 26.4. And I know what your next question is, Steven, what do I need to get enough HP and attack for that? Because maybe this is easy for you, maybe this is difficult for you, and I want to show you what I had and how I was able to get there. So obviously I had to make Aspen my main household hero, and maybe you're way ahead of me now. I haven't played, I've been kind of playing free to play, and so I'm about 60 on my houses. I'm pretty low on this house over here. So if you're higher than this, clearing this is going to be easier. If you're lower than this, it's going to be pretty tough, because I'm going to say I did a minimal clear, and what I mean by that more is it really felt like I had the minimum amount of attack that I needed and the minimum amount of HP I needed in order to clear the levels. So anything less than what I'm talking about is going to make it pretty tough for you. And that's really my goal in this video, is just to talk about, like, this is what I've got. I was able to clear with it. Are you close to that? Are you above that? Are you way less than that? That'll at least give you an idea. Is it worth the gems to reset everything? Because now everything's so dang expensive. You know, move imprints around, move the houses around. I would say between everything, it cost me about 10,000 gems in order to make this clear happen. And at the household, one of the things you can see is I actually imprint my Anki in order to just get a little bit more attack. You can see it's got way less HP than my Amun-Ra here. And that would allow me to keep my Ramens really tanky for my clear, because the lineup for my clear, just we'll kind of knock that out of the way real quick, here was for 26.1 through 26.3, I used a Drake, 2 carries, 2 Ramens, and Aspen. And then for 26.4, I used 3 carries and 2 Ramens. And you can see both my Ramens were V4, both my carries were V4, my Drake was V4, my other carry was just plain E5 carry. And I don't think, especially the carries, I don't know that you're going to really need them to be that high of a level. I don't know that you'll need them at V4 in order to get this done. I know the video I linked earlier, you know, the guy had lower level imprints on his heroes, but again, he had a massive Aspen when he did that clear. So if you're able to get a massive Aspen, that's awesome. That'll just make everything easier. I ended up doing energy most of the time on my carries, and I ended up doing crowns on both my Amun-Ras and just keeping them really, really tanky. I realized right there she's got energy, but I promise you for most of the clears, she had the crowns. And that was something I noticed was super important, was just keeping your Amun-Ras alive. And there's so much CC in these fights. It's just nuts. So you really need to make sure, this is like one of the most important things, you need to make sure that your Aspen is going first, because there's so much CC, and he's able to clear it, you know, with his Control Purify at the end of the round. So as long as you're going before the enemies, you'll be able to get your attacks in every single round, right? But if you're going second or third, you're screwed. You cannot do it. So I think I was able to get branches on 26.1 through 26.3. You could probably do branches with an attack stone and maybe some attack imprints. But on 26.4, I had to use my Rui just to be faster with an attack stone, with the attack imprints, to make sure that I was going faster than the enemies. You definitely want to make sure that you pick Balance Strike as your imprint, your 5th imprint here, and not Unbending Will. So again, watching, is my Aspen staying alive, right? And you really need that Balance Strike in order to get the damage to pop through it. I mean, again, maybe if your Aspen's humongous, you can go with Unbending Will, right? Mine wasn't, and I definitely needed that extra damage. Everything I did was just like, how can I get just a little bit more damage? Can I change one imprint here to attack, right, on one of my tenants just to get a little bit more damage, or how do I get a little bit more HP? So definitely need that. Again, 26-4 is like, I needed more HP, because if you didn't have Unbending Will, you would just get smoked in the first round, right, before you ever got your second attack. So I really had to get up that higher 13-14 million HP range in order to get that, but the damage wasn't as big of a requirement. So I went through with my imprints, right, and I switched more of my homeowners or my tenants to HP base. And then it's just watching the fights, making sure that, you know, your Amon-Ra's are not getting CC, your carries aren't getting seed. There's a lot of RNG in it, just hoping your carries get dodges, hoping your Drakes get dodges, hoping your Amon-Ra's survive, right? And that they're able to get their actives off. So it took me probably about 60 attempts, I would say, moving all this stuff around. And that was obviously with me experimenting. Hopefully this video helps give you a better idea, a little bit at least, what you need. I'll go ahead and show my star spawns just so you can see them. And I've got full guild tech, just so you know. Again, this is more me just saying this is how I was able to get to that 1.85 million attack. Oh, one other thing I had to do, actually, I had to crack my chest and go to the store and get some Transcendence flags, and I actually put the new Transcendence flag item, and I got it up to Radiant, whatever the second 2-star flag is, and I ended up putting that on my Asmodel. He was V3 the whole time, but he was V3 with the attack and HP buffs, so statistics that he was giving to my Aspen were around there as well. So, you know, it's obviously a lot of imprints, right? It's a lot of gems getting moved around. It's a lot of attempts and a lot of RNG, so it was not fun at all, but I got it done. You know, crazy thing is I was actually planning on clearing Forest Seal Land 26 because, you know, I feel like I've fallen behind some, and I definitely have, and so I thought, well, at least I can, you know, knock out a Seal Land 26. And then I realized I had regressed my Starwing Jara to build Eos, so now I didn't have her as a tenant for Fairy Queen Vessa. So even though I had the 2 pandas, I just finished that and got the 3 Rogans, it didn't matter, right? I couldn't do it, you know, unless I spend 20 Void Stones to go back to Starwing Jara and then back to Eos again. And it was just not happening. I'm not doing that crap. So hopefully you all found this video helpful. I was pretty disappointed, honestly, when I was looking up guides on how to clear Seal Land 26, you know, so I just wanted to go out there and at least give my opinion and my experiences so you can have the confidence about whether or not you can clear it or not. Thank you to everybody that watched. Obviously, I've been gone for a while. I'm not really planning on coming back unless I have something to say. But yeah, I just felt like sharing this. I've just been enjoying the game, and I was pretty proud of getting Seal Land 26 knocked out, and I'm happy to smash that, and we'll figure out what the next step is. I will see you on my next video, whenever that may be, and have a good day. Bye.